Hey, what's up YouTube? This your girl Deidre. I know it's been like a while. I really am taking my time with these videos, I guess. Oh, don't mind my hair. Like, literally, I had washed it a couple of days ago, and I just took the cap off, refreshed them. Like, yeah, I like how my twist out turned out. But by clicking on this video, you pretty much know what the topic is about. And I almost was contemplating if I should even do this video. I guess that's why it took me a couple days to think about it, because these are literally my thoughts and how I feel about, work and finances as I'm getting older. I just think it's pretty interesting when you start recognizing things as you're getting older, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's really bad. Like when it comes down to work, I guess all I can say about that is how as you get older, you have to like upgrade yourself. That's one thing I learned about myself. I had to upgrade myself. And by not upgrading yourself, you pretty much fall into a rut, or you do worse than you did before. And I had shifts throughout my life as, I've gotten older, and that's one thing I definitely recognize. It's been a month and some days since I've turned 28. That's oh my goodness. But it's kind of funny how you just go back to reality on stuff and just get everything. You have to get things done. And then when it comes down to certain jobs, my patience is like beyond thin. I even told my father, my patience is transparent when it comes down to work. And throughout the years, like, I've been through everything there is to go through when it comes down to these jobs. And I just think it's unfortunate that people can just go to work and do their jobs. Like, I've had jobs where it was the co-workers that messed it up. I had jobs where there were management that messed it up. I've had jobs where it was both. Like, one thing when it comes down to co-workers is I never understand why they just, let me see, what's the right word? How pretty much they just don't mind their business. I never understand the whole female cattiness and work gossip thing. It's just like, I mean, you gotta be around people for hours. I mean, you need something to talk about. I get it. But my whole thing is, like, if this person never talked to you, never been around you, why do you care about what they do? I've even had coworkers kept asking where I'm at and what I'm doing and stuff versus doing their job. You clocked in just like me. You have to do your job. Why are you so focused on what I'm doing? And I don't pay attention to what other people do at work because I'm doing my job. It's not a big deal if I don't see a coworker for a certain time period, or if they're just slacking off, or are they just sitting there. That's them. If that's what the hell they want to do at work, that's what they want to do at work. As long as I'm doing what I got to do, it doesn't really matter to me. And honestly, I hope that somebody sees this and can y'all relate, because it feels like I'm the only one. It feels like I'm the only one. I had a job where I was friends with very few people, and one of them was a guy. Me and this guy would see each other a lot at work. We conversate, have lunch, work buddies thing. But I think it's because I was a female, he was a man, that everybody just went so left with it, to a point that it affected my job and his as well. It doesn't make sense to me how gossip really affects someone's life. And I honestly wish that people would stop doing that. Either people don't care or they don't realize that you're affecting someone's life, someone's livelihood. I remember he told me he almost either got fired or they cut his hours because of work gossip. Me and that man was never together. We never had each other's phone numbers. We never had no type of social medias. That when I saw him at work, he saw me at work, and that's just how that was. He'd come down to see me, or if I'm running the errand, I come see him. We may eat lunch together sometimes. To me, I thought it was a regular thing as well as him. But everybody just turned it sideways to a point that management on both our ends had to come to us. And just thinking about that, I'm just beyond flabbergasted that it got to that point over something that's normal. Everybody has work buddies, everybody has friends, and I remember even saying out loud, everybody has a work buddy. Then one coworker gonna say under their breath, I don't have a work buddy, and I'm like, amazing. That's just amazing. And then when it comes down to management, I can deal with most BS when it comes down to management, but the one thing that even I can't deal with is the micromanaging. The micromanaging just has to stop. Unless I asked you for your help, I don't necessarily need your opinion nor your help on something. I'd be the first one to say, hey, like, I don't understand this, I need help with this, I need help with that, this. I have no problem asking for help because we're at a job. That was one of the things also I had to learn as I got older, is that I can't do everything on my own. There's sometimes I need help. And when it comes down to work, I finally just accepted that a few years back, and now I'm like a student. I have like a student mentality. Like, teach me what I'm doing wrong. And I also learned how to recognize my part or my role in certain situations. I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to come off in that way. So there's a lot of self-reflecting when it comes to that. And now that I'm at a better mindset on things, it's like I see more of the ugly when it comes down to these jobs. And it's just amazing to me. It's like the dream for me is literally to clock in, do my job, clock out for break, clock back in to work, clock back out to go home, and redo it all over again. Make my money for real. Like, why can't I just ever have like one of those basic jobs that, like, we don't, as co-workers, we don't have to get along for real, but we do have to tolerate each other. So as long as we can tolerate each other and get the job done, that's fine. I don't gotta be your friend, you don't gotta be mine, but we have to tolerate each other. So I will hope at least peace on that end, and I will hope for management to not only do their jobs, but to stop the micromanaging thing. Just stop. I remember I had managers in the past, they'll just come to me and be like, well, why haven't you doing that? And I'm literally walking towards the thing to do or the thing to say or to greet this person or something. And it's amazing to me, because it's like, you have to give people a chance to do their jobs as well. You can't just go off and just, well, why didn't you do it? And I was like, unless you're literally just standing there watching me, which I don't recommend either, because that's just creepy. But unless you were doing that, you can't just assume what I was going to do. I remember it being in the middle of a thought process, and I get interrupted because I didn't do something, and I'm literally walking towards it, or I'm just doing my thing. So things have definitely been stressful, but it's only because I'm recognizing certain situations, and at least I'm opening my eyes to things, and it's just amazing to me. But luckily on my end, what I want to do in life, that so far I'm getting recognition. I don't necessarily tell people what I'm doing, because it's like one of those things was like, they ask a lot of questions, I gotta explain heaven and back, and I'm just like, just wait till the end results and I'll explain how I did it and what the hell I was doing, like summarize it. I'd rather just do that. Like, that to me is a little bit better. As far as finances is concerned, it's amazing how throughout the years I just learned how to be frugal. I learned how to coupon, what I would do money-wise on everything. Like, my lists and charts have, like, seriously exploded with certain things. And I was just like, wow, I have a list for this. I have a to-do list for that. And that makes me more organized. I was doing that anyway, but it's like, now that I'm getting more frugal with my money, it's like, wow, to that. Like, I'm doing my hair. I'm doing my own hair. Like, the only thing that's pricey is these damn products, which, seriously, oh my god. Oh, I do have to do, like, a video one day, because this was all Jane Carter and my Frankenstein spray. Like I said before, I tried to do a video, but I lost the footage, and I felt compelled to, like, do this video. At the same time, I was very nervous. These are my thoughts and what I've learned when it came down to work and finances. Like, when it comes down to work, it seems like no matter how hard you work, someone is going to be against you no matter what. Somebody truly and really is going to just be some type of way. I don't know. But I just have to learn how to deal with it, and if it gets some type of way, voice it. And that's what I'm doing as well. But, you know, of course, people don't necessarily want you to argue them, but then they want you at the same time. I'm not a very argumentative person, but I will point out something that I don't feel is right. And once I feel as though it's turning into an argument, that's when I shut that down. Because I don't like to argue. It's like, okay, you prove your point, I prove my point, let's just agree to disagree and just move on. I seriously don't understand why people just don't do that. If you're not going to agree with me, and I'm not going to agree with you, let's just agree to disagree and move on. Especially when it comes down to work. Like, seriously. I don't like talking about something that happened last week or a couple of weeks ago, because it's like, I have to actually remember that now. And I'm focused on this week, today, what's going on in front of me right now. I'm not thinking about what happened before. If you felt some type of way before, you should have voiced it before. Don't voice it now. Hopefully I get a little better with the finances. Like, I think finances is just one of those things where you have to learn slowly how to do stuff. And so far I'm doing pretty well. I made a couple of mistakes. And I'm still trying my best not to be too stressed out, like I have this past week. I was so stressed, I ended up like staying up for 2 days straight. Like, I've never done that before, but that definitely spoke volumes to my stress level. So, yeah. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say, and well, at least about working finances. I'm actually going to make a couple of videos of like a couple of getting older videos, like what I've learned and how I felt about certain things, kind of where my mind is at right now. And it's such a general term when you say getting older, because getting older just does a lot. It's a general thing to say about your life. So the next video I'm going to talk about romance and personal life, and then I'll make one more video basically saying all together in conclusion of like how I feel about stuff. But today was just about work and finances, and I would love to hear you guys' opinions on like how you felt about work and finances. Like, you know, tell me your story, because I mean, I got plenty of story times, but I'm generalizing it now. So I probably will end up telling you guys about crazy work stories that I've had before, or crazy money ventures that I've been on. So that's actually good. I think I'll do that. But either way, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. Like, I was very nervous to even do this video, but it's very therapeutic, at least for myself, to not only speak my truth, but to say how I feel about this. It's like, that's one thing I do like about YouTube. It's like, you know, people can just be open with themselves and state their opinions. Some people might disagree, but then I don't think people understand how therapeutic this is, because I feel a lot better that, you know, I said how I feel about this, and I'm proud of myself, at least as I'm getting older. You know, when your birthday comes, it feels like your whole body's transforming, your whole mindset is transforming. It's like each year you get older, it's like you're transforming. And I definitely feel a little bit more transformed than I did last year. Somewhat clearer mind. I was about to say clearer mind. I was like, somewhat clearer mind. Anyway, thanks guys. Till next time. Bye.